Where'd it go? Where's yours? Where's yours? Thank you.
Oh, give it to me. Give it to me.
Do you want it? Good morning. Good morning. This is Scott with Effective Dog Behavior, bringing you effective neuroscience, bringing you social neuroscience, and behaviors. How we can help better read that. You missed. I want to talk to you about anxiety today. I think we kind of need to normalize in the dog industry that anxiety is good. Anxiety disorders are not good. Anxiety in the brain is actually one of nature's way of coping and helping you deal with what's going to come up. In a positive manner, believe it or not. Because anxiety helps you accomplish tasks. I hear people walking, so I'm slightly distracted. What do I mean by that? Tests. They help you do better because you're assessing all the available information. Your senses are heightened. So if your senses are heightened, you're paying attention, you're in the moment. The problem that happens with anxiety, the problem that happens with anxiety is it becomes chronic because you're always trying to predict negative outcomes. That's your brain telling you that when it happened one bad time, by running away, that it's good. Thank you, Hunter. Why didn't you get your ball? So believe it or not, anxiety is good for you. It's built into your system for a reason. Not all anxiety is bad. We need to think about that with dogs too. If your dog's anxious about meeting another dog, you can help calm them down. You can help the brain do what it naturally does by taking a breath, help them shake it off. But before that, you help them just stop and assess the situation. When you help them stop and look around, you're helping them use this, and their touch. When you take that breath and that yawn, or they take that breath and that yawn, where'd it go, Wiley? It's shown to help you actually want to relax and be able to move forward. To understand that, Nate, that you were wrong, that something bad was going to happen. You want your ball? Where's your stick? So anxiety, how can we use that to help with dogs? Anxiety in the brain happens at a very young age. We call it panic distress, separation distress. Not anxiety, separation distress. Where the baby calls out to the mom for location. Where are you? Where are you? I need help. Oh, you don't play ball. When you have separation distress, when you have panic distress, panic grief, what it does is it helps you call out for somebody to seek help. Once you get that help, your brain releases oxytocin, you start to feel better immediately. When you have a trusted source. With dogs, when they call out, it's up to you to be that trusted source. Especially when you raise them as puppies, you get them as older dogs, and they've never had that. You can actually rewire the brain by helping an animal through anxiety. By helping them change their thoughts and help them deal with their emotions in the moment. So anxiety is good. It helps anticipate. It helps you pay attention. It helps you want to accomplish tasks. If you have too much anxiety, it leads to chronic problems. That's where you get your health issues, your stomach issues, your brain issues. As far as like not chemical imbalances, but when you get a dog that's generalized anxiety because they don't know what's safe. They don't have a way for somebody to help them because every time they said, hey, help me, you're too busy trying to run away from the situation, which if you run away, Every single time you run away from something scary, or that builds up your blood pressure and your heart rate because you're a little bit fearful or a little bit nervous or scared or anxious, you're basically proving that right. So your anxiety will come quicker before the danger, because now you're anticipating the moment you walk out the door. There's gonna be a dog on the corner. There's gonna be a dog that's gonna pop out at you because it happened once. So you know you have to, but your brain will still always find ways to help make that positive for you to seek safety. That's what your brain does. It helps you survive and thrive. Last one, Wiley. And you're gonna help me find the rest. Where's your stick? Did you find it? Can me help you? I'll help you. Anxiety helps you with tasks. It helps you complete stuff, not your prefrontal cortex or your gray matter. That's not what helps you complete tasks. That's what helps you work through the tasks with your anxious part of the brain when you're having the anxiety. Anxiety what helps you get through that. Anxiety lets you know that you need to work through that. Anxiety is actually good for you in the general sense. It can become bad for you when you rely on it to survive. That's my point. Stop using anxiety to survive to tell you, oh, I'm in danger. Anxiety lets you know there's a threat and you might have to deal with it. Excitement and anxiety are very similar. Blood pressure rises, heart rate goes faster, you start looking around more, you start anticipating that. With things to work through that, with humans we could take a breath. We can make ourselves take a breath, because as soon as you take a breath, that helps you feel better. With dogs, what you can do is help them want to take that breath by helping them feel safe in the moment, by acknowledging that there's something there, that there might be something there, that there's not something there. Good job. Okay, this is really the last one. Ooh, hi. Once you take that breath, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna want to relax with you. That breath has actually released chemicals into the brain to want to calm down. That breath, that shake off, keeps you in a positive emotional mind state. So when you start looking for those types of behaviors, you know the brain has started focusing on feeling better and dealing with it in a healthy manner. If you wait for the dramatics, you've waited too long. Barking, panting to get them water and rest, running away, those become antisocial behaviors. Last one. No, I already said that. Oh, are you paying attention now? Poor Barney, I didn't get you any attention today. You want me to get you? So remember, anxiety is good. Anxiety helps you stay alive. Seeking will make you stay alive to seek out your positives and stay away from threats. Anxiety is what makes you want to pay attention in case there's a threat, so you know when to run, fight, or freeze. So you actually know how to accomplish that task. The problem with anxiety that we're doing with dogs is we're not letting them cope through it and take that breath and gather all the information and being there for them. Lamb, look at me, buddy. When they start to feel better, yeah, they want to be more social. Now we see, oh, well, you can't see because he's out of the frame. Hunter came over for attention. Now he wants to redirect to a stick, and he's standing here waiting for me to play with the stick with him. Let me get Barney real quick. Dogs wait for us to help them. If you do not help them, they are going to seek ways to help themselves. If they are doing it to seek to find ways to help themselves, then you're not being a good partner to your dog. So I want my dogs out here, who are all reactive, who couldn't be walked normally on a leash, actually want to play together and seek me for help. Barney still doesn't want to play with everybody else, but he'll have moments with Wiley because he gets anxious that he can't handle it. So I can tell when he gets too anxious because he's trying to play, and then all of a sudden he'll bark and then run away. That's him handling it in the way he feels safe, because maybe he's had a traumatic experience playing with a dog. I don't know. Hunter knows if he runs around like a maniac, I'll get him, as not just necessarily me because I'm working through that, but he would run away. He'd start running around with everybody else and then take off because his needs were not met. Anxiety is a great way to get your needs met, to help you seek a friend. You need help. If you're feeling anxious and scared, that's a great time to ask for help. But we're too busy trying to figure it out ourselves. That's the gray matter. That's not the limbic system. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. How am I going to work myself through? How am I going to get myself safe? Anxiety will do that naturally, and then when you feel safe, you'll be able to calm down quicker. Dogs do this naturally because they are more natural emotional animals. They don't have that big gray matter like we do. So they're not going to think ahead. If they are calmer, they can think about everything else. But if you're anxious, you're seeking help. You're seeking all the information to help you feel safe. And if you have a dog on a leash, or you're in front of a dog, or you're with your dog, you are part of that equation. Your dog understands you're there, and they're waiting for you to do something. Huh. Thank you, Wiley. Barney's out by himself going potty. That's exactly what I want. Go get your stick. Hunter's been waiting patiently for me to play with him to get his stick. I kind of want this for Barney to go out and explore by himself. He's always waiting for sticks for me, or waiting for treats for me. So that anticipation, that's anticipating. But the anxiety, when it becomes a problem, is when you're constantly anticipating something from the future and you're letting a past experience of something negative happen to take control of your life. You feel better, Barney? So this is Scott with Effective Dog Behavior discussing how anxiety is actually good for you. Anxiety helps you decipher what is a threat and what is not. Once you realize it's not a threat, your brain wants to calm down because your brain decided it wasn't a threat. Oh boy, thank you.
Good job.
Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he ran into a tree. Are you excited?
Are you excited?
Are you excited? Are you excited? So remember, anxiety is normal. Anxiety disorders are unfulfilled emotional needs. They're asking for help and we have not fulfilled that. So if your dog's always looking for something else, they're looking for help, looking for ways to stay safe. If they're acting out after looking around and being anxious and a little more overstimulated, they've been asking for help and they know that's how they're eventually going to do it. So the brain just says, I got to do this now. Then if you notice, when they relax, when they calm down after acting out, they feel better because now their needs are getting met. And the brain is actually going, I got this under control now. Now I'm going to go start seeking help. I'm going to start, and then they'll start to cuddle with you. They'll start to relax a little bit more with you. They're not fully calm because this takes several minutes. Thank you. And they want to be with you because now oxytocin is being released. That frustration, that snap is a frustration. It is the brain's way of saying, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. This is the best I can do. I need to get out of these negative emotional states because staying in a negative emotional state is horrible for you. So acting out can be good for the brain. It looks horrible and it can be repeated, especially if you don't help them understand that there's other ways to handle this. Not by teaching alternative behaviors, but letting them know that, hey, buddy, I've got you. Lamb, look at me, buddy. Feel safe with somebody that's with you. Not every moment's going to feel safe. You're not going to make them, sorry, Barney. That was supposed to be for Hunter. Not every moment you're going to be able to handle, and then you just go to your safe spot. If you're out, and my dogs got nervous or spooked here because a coyote showed up, or a snake showed up, or they would start getting attacked by bees, I obviously can't be that safe spot. They're going to try and seek me, and then we're going to run. And then we're not going to run. We're going to get out as calmly as I can, because I still have to assess every other danger. But bet money, my brain is going to be on alert to look for anything else that's going to be dangerous to keep us out of danger. That's me going to be anxious. Same thing as excitement. All those same physiological features happen when you're anxious as when you're excited. Anyways, this is Scott with Second and No One Canine Life Coaching. Have a great day.
Oh, I got your butt.